this is Aero TD on hard, played solo. If you like pain and suffering, then this is the map for you. And we're going to come up here. And do this. Bring it back. Setting up the first part of the maze. There we go. Hang on a second. Now we're going to block this. Make sure this is correct. There we go. Needs a little adjustment. And then we're going to speed around to continue this maze. And bring it up. And now whack some towers down so we can actually hit the mobs. There's a deliberate gap here for later on when a disease cloud level will destroy your towers if it gets too close. That's why I like this spot on the high ground, because the mobs can't get too close to it if you make it so. Nice. Picks off the doggo. That's what we like to see. I leave a gap there because if you try to build in front of the mobs when they've given a path to go through that gap, they will get angry and start attacking. So we're going to just let them do what they need to do. We're going to continue the maze. That's looking goosh. I gotta try to remember what I was doing. Did I have him go through this? I cannot remember. I think I did. But then I don't know that. Ah, there we go. Right. So what we're going to do actually is I'm going to sell a couple of towers and then start working on the poison tower, which uses up 16 gold. So it saves me a bit more time. It takes a little while to get it up, but quicker than getting the small arrow towers. Only does like 10 damage over time, but it's still going to be better than nothing. And now we come back to sorting this out and hope that I haven't screwed it up. So we want to utilize making the mobs go back on themselves through the point that's going to be doing the most damage, which is over here, effectively. My only problem... Yeah, that works. So I got to follow this round. I just do a little bit more mazing whilst I'm trying to get my head around what I'm doing next. Next level I need anti-air for there. So you're going to need some gold, otherwise you won't be able to clear it. Wait for it. Small air tower. Well, let's go. Is UTD worse than this map? 6 billion times worse. Right, we know that we want the mobs to go down a certain path. Yeah, they do need to come through to here, so if you're going to here, they're coming out here to then come back around to here to get to here. So let's see if this even works. It feels different. That does block if I do that on that side, but I don't think that's a massive problem because they can go around there. Can't let them go into another spot, otherwise they'll start taking the path in from that maze. So just in case they do decide to go around there. So now they go this way, huh? They have to go that way round. So now we're going to have to play that game. I'm going to leave a gap so they can come out, just in case. This feels weird. but it's what we have at the moment. So I'm just going to have to keep going with it. Right, so even if you... Well, yeah, they come from that to get to here, so we can make them... Yes. We can make them take a clunky path to get to that, which means that they get hit again by the mobs on the left-hand side, metaphorically speaking. Don't want to make it too difficult for them to get there, actually. Because I will need to have invisible detector tower here. Speaking of which, I gotta get the cannon tower so I can get the tech, so I can be able to detect invisible. Might do another poison tower though whilst I'm at it. Guess that's slightly off kilter. I just like to put this here in case. Makes me feel safer. I thought that's wrong. My OCD is triggered. So rebuilding will be required just to fix my OCD issues. Alright, I think I've kind of got it. This is slightly weird, but whatever. If it works, it works. Now you've killed everything. Alright, there's the big old Firbolg. Wonder if maybe I don't get the siege town, I just get mass poison towers instead. Then I'm gonna sell them. See, that's them getting to the first point. Well, the second point, really. This is the first point. And they need to get to here, so they come back up here to get here. And by getting to here, they have to go all the way around this bit where they can maybe get hit. And then they come out there to get to here, which means they get hit by that bit. But they also have to go through all this, I think, to get to this bit. Kind of. Yeah, they do. Oh wow. That is intense. Very intense. Mr. Level 5. Level 7 is Invis. Level 6 is just some annoying tanky dark trolls. Mobs have like large, fortified, normal armor, which takes extra damage from normal damage. Light, which takes extra damage from piercing, and large, taking extra damage from magic, and fortified obviously takes extra damage from siege.
Yes, my lord. Righto. Off I go then. Yes, my lord. All right. Righto. Yes, my lord. Job's done. What easy. Off I go then. All right. Off I go then.
There's no reason why they should step on that, but I'm not going to take a chance. Going to guide their path, make sure they go the right way, and then when I get the money, I'm going to put down a tech center where it's safe and out of the way. This guy's getting beaten up. It seems like the poison might stack a little bit, because he was taking like 4 damage and 6 damage over time for a brief moment. They do 2 damage per second for 5 seconds.
More work.
Tech center. Let's go.
All right. What is it?
We get some sweet gold when the angry furbolg goes down. There it is. Tech center is a bunch of researches for towers, upgrades. This one doesn't work, the attack speed aura, but others can be useful. But I don't tend to go for them. I want to essentially push my luck and go for the end game stuff as fast as possible, because 90% of the towers in this really suck. Oh, that reminds me, I need to hurry up and actually build the invis detector, because otherwise I'm not going to kill the invis level, am I? You better get hurrying up, because at the moment I'm not attacking anything. It's because I can't see it. Only 90%, probably more like 95% of all the towers suck. There's 50 levels, 61 towers, 38 spells, 3 different builders, 3 different difficulties, 2 modes, music, and minor story.
Job's done.
Alright, now I can actually start hitting them.
Go then.
So, there you go. That's cool.
All right.
I'll do another,
Yes, my lord.
I don't know,
Righto.
do another invis detector
Right.
here. So I can see the air at all times.
Off I go then. Yes, my lord.
Even this tower will get hit by the disease cloud eventually. So I may have to like move those towers on, but they're cheap, the small air towers. You don't ever want to upgrade towers really, because the upgrades are awful in comparison to their original form for cost.
Job's done.
Let's hope I didn't leak any here. I wasn't going to be super salty. I need that extra 2 gold. Kill him. Kill him. Needed a good chunk of health, didn't they?
Job's done. More work. What? What is it? Yes, my lord.
Go for the greater worker. The greater good. The siege towers are pretty cheap and cheerful building for what it costs, but it's got like a projectile which is kind of trash because it doesn't really land very well. So if I can get that superior tower, I'll be happy as Larry. Ah,
Yes, my lord.
it doesn't really work with the way I've done this, but the only other option was when they get to this. I suppose they come out and go that way anyway. Where do they come out from? Let's follow it round.
Ready to work.
I'm already stuck. Let's follow it round.
More work.
Is there even an exit? I thought I blocked for a moment there. Yeah, you get to there. Oh, they go through here, where the gap is. I was wondering if that gap was deliberate for a moment or not. It looks like it is, so they can actually get in and out. And you come around here. Is this supposed to be blocked? Parts of this are looking a bit scuffed, to be honest. I think that's supposed to be blocked, this bit, because there's like a wolf, wasn't there, trying to run. And I didn't want to block him at the time.
Yes, my lord. What is it? All right.
So these towers are terrible.
Job's done.
Apart from the arcane laboratory. Magician building's quite good in a way, but it buffs nearby towers, but they have to be quite close, so it's kind of clunky. And it won't fit in that small spot. So it's superior pro, really. Run invalidated. Not exactly. Anyway, stop distracting me. So the mobs are going to go through here. You can't really make them come back that way without properly blocking. Honestly, I still wonder if I am blocking. Something seems like kind of wrong. But no, they can come out that way and then go out this way. If I wanted, I could make them go like up here and then back onto this. Should metaphorically work. It's getting a little bit cheeky though. Find out if that tornado does any damage. But you can't build there, huh? Okay, tornado doesn't look like it does any damage, it's just for show. That would be unfortunate if it killed my worker, because I don't know how you get this original worker back. This is definitely worth all the effort. What a ridiculous setup for this. So the theory here is that I can get like one last pop shot if the mobs do get this far. You don't want them too close though again because of the disease cloud. Why don't I just build like a cannon tower? Just some scuffed cannon tower off to the side next to the tech building. Because you need that. I don't know, like all the way through. But unless you get siege, I can always sell it if I'm desperate for like 6 gold. Then I can make space for these two. So the mob shouldn't hurt. And then you can just make them go back up a bit so they can get hit theoretically here before going off to wherever they need to go to. They'll either go all the way back up there, around to here. I mean, once they get to that, wherever they get to, they're going to go to the end anyway at that point, so it doesn't matter too much about mazing them. We'll see, we'll see. Like, this guy's going this way now, so that has affected things. They're no longer going round the original way, which is interesting. So we're going to have to make it a bit harder for them to go that way. But I can't do it whilst they're spawning, because otherwise they'll attack. And I still don't have the good towers yet. So it could be in a bit of a pickle. Just build more poison towers. And he can work on finishing them. Okay. Yeah, that is interesting. But they're going where they're going. I guess that is the only way to get there, actually, thinking about it. Because I've blocked everything else off by doing this. So I guess I just leave it. The only downside now is the levels take a lot longer because of that decision. Which means I'm not killing things until the like several levels time. But yes, that makes sense why they're doing what they're doing. So I don't think blocking any of this stuff off is going to make a difference. If I block that, they still have to get up there. Oh dear. Alright, that's the disease cloud one. That's annoying. Just getting some anti-air now for the next level. Where's that big boss boy? There he is. He's still chilling. No, I don't want to put poison anywhere else. I don't need to slow them down any more than I already am. So you can see this tower taking damage, because this is disease power. This is what you need to watch out for later on. If you sell this tower for 100% when it's injured, it won't sell properly. Yeah, I got enough anti-air. I'm going to focus the boss for now, because I've probably done the least damage to him. It doesn't cost you to repair, at least. But if it did, you just make sure you don't build in a position where you have to repair. Okay, time to get rid of him. Put a safety net. And I can destroy, yeah. That'll do. That basically ensures a ridiculous amount of hits. Or we'll get the boss down as well in a moment, and then we can start working on the superior towers. When I sell some more of these poison boys. Superior tower can't fit here, but he can fit here. So that's where he's gonna go. Looking good. Alright. Feeling pretty punchy. Oh, it's invis again, is it? Yeah, I've still got invis detection, so I should be okay. Saves me having to put invis detection all over the place. Can have one more like here, but there's not really anywhere safe to put it where it's not going to get hit by a mob. That's what comes around here. So I think if I destroyed that and just let them go in, then I should be safer to put like the invis thing here. Just as a precaution. Shouldn't really need it there though, because there's nothing they can really attack there anyway, but whatever. I'll do it anyway, because it's stirring I like the taste. See, this guy just directly targets, so he's a lot better. What's this guy up to? Oh, hang on a second, he goes through here anyway, so that doesn't work. Yeah, they take a shortcut through all of this, don't they? So I can't really get anything there anyway, even though I wanted to. So that's a no-go. Worst case scenario, just whack one over here. And that'll keep you happy as Larry or whatever. Sorted for the time being.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Might just build a few just so if I do have some anti-air here, which is where I would build it, then I can still detect and see it. Oh, Ugala.
Job's done. What is it? Job's done, lord. What is it?
Ugala.
More work? What? Off I go then. Yes, my lord. What?
At some point I'll get the Arcane Laboratory. It's got a massive AoE range of mobs it can buff. Speaking of which, if they come through... Are they still going this way now? The instead of through here. Because they can't really go through here because I blocked it all. Just to be on the safe side in case whatever reason they do go this way. I just make it so they go to the wall. So that's less likely to walk through with their disease. It does look like he's going to go for a very, very long walk. All the way up round there. Could make it a bit quicker though, yes. Try to avoid this, shall we? That's a no-go zone. Thank you. Okay, you're safe to go the rest of the way. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Nice and relaxed. Don't really need to get this for a while though. It still costs 800 gold to get the building from the tier 3 builder that I want to get, so I don't really have that money anyway. So you need to get a few superior towers. It's the satyrs that are the nasty ones. They try to leak. And we don't like that. What can you do with a leaky satyr? Any tower that gives a nice dot. This is it basically, the poison tower. But it doesn't get upgraded or anything. It's just a bare basic dot, but it obviously pulls its weight a little bit. Because the mobs are already closer to half health. So yeah, this way they can actually get... They can get hit so many times this way now. They hit like once going there. They get twice here. Build this. And then that will be a better tower. Like, it's crazy the amount of times they actually get hit through this maze. Because even coming back here just to get to this second point, they're going to get hit going here. They get hit like 2 times trying to get here, kind of effectively, or 2 times trying to get here. 1 time trying to get there. Setting up a bunch of anti-air towers in case the next air level causes problems. So these mobs are just making it to the second point now. Although, where's the big boss? There he is. It's gonna be like a few more levels time before I've killed this guy. Got a while to go. I mean, if there was an air immolation, it still goes through the same path that the mobs do. So it shouldn't hit my buildings. At least not the way I've placed them. It is air now. This air level's definitely pretty damn tanky. And then I can go back to getting some superior throwers. And then, eventually, get the actual tower I really want.
Job done.
It's funny how this maze actually almost looks more complicated than the previous mazes I've made, but it actually isn't. It's only because of all that extra stuff I added at the end there. But you should have seen some of the mazes I came up with before this point. They were kind of ridiculous. This is actually incredibly simple compared to what I've done before. Well, now we've cleared the air level. We can definitely build another one of these. How many times would they have to run around the maze? 3 total, at least. They get hit 2 times, or 3 times, just trying to get to this point. So, getting to this point is at least another time, and then this point is probably at least another time, so it's like 5 times. Maybe 6, because I've got them kind of coming back this way as well, towards the end. Salamanders. Boss is still going. The chonker. Oh, he's a big boy. He's a big old tanky boy. $4 gold. That is some serious profit. These are only 800 range actually, so they're not that far range. So the siege towers have got better range. So you may as well sacrifice these.
Yes, my lord. What? All right.
Actually, just to avoid the next disease cloud in case it does affect. I don't know. These towers never got hit by disease spiders, did they? So the spiders, when they come around here, didn't manage to affect these towers. So being on the high ground almost gives you like another layer of protection. So it is possible you might actually be able to make the mobs go one closer to the left here, but I wouldn't necessarily take the risk.
Our town is under siege.
Oh, here we go. This is another one of those. So he didn't affect the poison towers, but he affected the magic. But I know he can affect poison, so for some reason the position of this sticks out a little bit more than the poison towers do. Or it's they begin like here, and the magic sanctum begins like here in terms of its hitbox. Gazaniol Narayon. There's quite a lot of fortified levels, so these superior throwers are pretty good as a stand-in until you get to the tower that you really want. Enjoy your long walk, buddy. He's gonna take a long time. I suppose I can go back to building anti-air to be on the safe side. Oh, is it the satyrs? Yep, it's the satyrs now. These are the nasty boys. They take extra damage from piercing, but I don't have much piercing. In fact, I have 0 piercing. I'm loving the poison there. And a few extra cheeky taps from the superior thrower. Seems to be making good work of this. So I'd say just play it safe and get as much anti-air as well as possible in places. The best place to put anti-air would be like here and stuff like that, because it will hit more times as the mobs are going through, but this is a nice chunky place that gives me control at the start. And once I've got it all built here, then I don't have to think about it. Plus it hits the whole time it's going along, so it's doing okay. You can't do that, Acor. Chichov is a mod. He's corrupt. You can't time out mods.
What?
He's just doing it so he can get rejected. Snurruz! Thank you very much there for the sub.
Hi.
Hello, first sub of the day. Welcome. Every day you refund him, but also take time him out. Oh, I see. Yes, that's probably a bit of a problem, isn't it? If people actually use the timeout on something they can't time out, because then it just has to be denied. Does it use their points until it's like rejected, and then it's like the points are given back?
Yes, me lord. Off I go then. Our town is under siege.
Who's attacking and sieging our town? So he got hit. So we don't want him. Watch out for the tornado. It's the only thing that moves fast in this map. Good. So this tower's not going to hit from what I can tell. I think I've worked out the perfect maze for this, pretty much. It is a thing of beauty. It does do my head in looking at it though. And I'm the person that built the thing. Oh, he manages. How? What the hell is the hitbox of this thing?
What is it? More work?
He still managed to affect that.
Right.
That's pretty crazy.
All right. Yes, me lord.
I want to rebuild.
What?
Hopefully the mobs don't go too crazy.
Right. Off I go then. Yes, me lord. All right. Right. Off I go then.
Right, that should stop you from doing that.
Right.
I think it's just nice to have the info so I can see where the mobs are.
Off I go then.
Where are they going? They're coming round here. I normally leak the satyrs, so we'll see. How are we doing for anti-air? May have to build some poison towers here. Because the poison towers are always too busy attacking the mobs at the top. How is that still... Oh, it's because he went round there now. I'm going to have to do that again. Uh-oh. Air is starting to make it through. Holy crap. I'm going to leak to air. Me no likey. Get a quick poison tower. Start working on that. Get another anti-air. That's not going to be enough in time, is it? Oh, I'm going to leak a life? I'm not going to remake it now. I've gone too far. It takes too bloody long to build. Hello, poison tower. You ready yet? Hello. Oh, that's nice. Nice hits you got off there, buddy. Well done. 6-hour-long build times. My favourite thing in tower defences. Honestly. I got so distracted by that. Look at that trash. He's probably going to still make it anyway. Whatever. He's done what he's going to do. I'm not going to lie, that is annoying, but I'm not going to remake it just for the sake of that twat. Heck, just to be on the safe side here. There you go. That'll stop him from hitting this goddamn thing. Could be time to leak some lice now. Could be a sign of the times. Oh, these have been taking damage as well, so you can't build over there. Yeah, this has taken damage now. You can see like the AoE damage. Wait a second, so they still took damage? How did they still take damage from the boss? That's ridiculous.
Forward. Off I go then. Our town is under siege. All right. What is it? Right. Yes, my lord. Off I go then.
I didn't leak the second Garg. Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice. A little bonus then. Yeah. I built a fair bit of anti-air, but it still wasn't enough. Obviously need more. It's hard to know with anti-air, because it only comes like every sort of 7 levels or so, or whatever it might be. And you just don't quite know how strong it's going to be. Whereas ground levels, you can sort of gauge how much damage you're doing with each turn. That's why air pretty much almost always causes leaks. Right, it's time to rebuild. Because the boss has caused quite the kerfuffle. This lets me sort of rebuild without too many repercussions. The only problem is now it's a further gap from hitting the mobs, but that should still be okay. I have to play it safe. I can't have the bosses like blowing up my buildings with their massive AoE radius. That's unacceptable. Okay. Let's now go for the Arkham. Wait, where are you guys going? Where are they going? They shouldn't be there. That's because I probably was building. They got a bit crazy. They shouldn't ever go that way, as far as I know. Let's hope this arcane tower can't be affected by their AoE ridiculousness. I know. 49 lives. It's just doing that to annoy me, to be honest, more than anything. Because the leak itself doesn't matter that much. It's like 6 gold or something. It's not going to be that big a deal on the grand scheme of things. It's just to trigger me. Yes. Hang on a sec. Oh, never mind. There's another leak. Just some random fellhound that managed to find a way out. I'm not sure why or how. Okay, I don't feel so bad now. This is a vast improvement on previous attempts, though. I've been down to like 20 lives or 30 lives before. You think these are going to leak? They might leak. I have no idea what they're up to. I don't think so. No, they just started on their maze. Okay, so we'll get the builder from here. The greatest worker. Let's see if he lives up to his name. And then we've got to get rid of these two when he's out. And I'm going to build one of the greatest towers here. Which should be relatively safe to build it there. So you can get damage ore and stuff like that from this. don't bother with the mana or the attacks. The attack speed doesn't work. The mana, okay, you get the Book of Magic, which is kind of okay, but I don't know, the mobs are so spread, I don't bother with it, even though it's not too bad, but it's just another thing you got to control, so I don't bother. Alright, let's get rid of you. Thank you. And then make the Flamethrower Tower of Truth. This will take a little while to go up. But once it's up, it's going to actually start doing some damage compared to the other towers, which don't really do damage. Part of me wants to keep playing the WoW because I was enjoying it, but it's gonna get worse. It's so grindy. Plus, I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I don't think so, because what I got killed by wasn't something that you should have ever got killed by. So then that makes me paranoid about anything I do in that. I know World of Warcraft very well, and I have never attacked a Defias messenger. Oh shit, it's air again actually. I might leak this. Depends if this flamethrower tower goes up. Let's focus the air with the flamethrower tower, then I might stand a chance. Otherwise I think I'll leak another air.
Easy. Off I go then. Right. What? Word? What easy? What easy? Job done. Off I go then. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. All right. What word? What? Yes, my lord. What? What easy? What word? Yes, my lord. What? What easy? Right. Off I go then. Yes, job done.
There's only two towers that have a very good damage to their cost. That's the Flamethrower Tower, which is why I built it, and the Magna Tower, which is the ultimate anti-air. Ah! It was invis as well. Okay, fair enough. They're definitely going to get through those ones. I thought I covered myself by putting a few invises, but I needed just another one as well on top of that. I should have some anti-air really here, but hopefully the flamethrower. I just want to mass the flamethrowers now, and then that'll make everything better. Why was I there as Horde? Because there's a turtle mount that you can get that, well, it's a mount that is 100% move speeds, or 200% move, oh, whatever it is, plus half your level. So it would have been still a bit more bonus movement speed. But you can't get it as Horde, because the Darkmoon Fair in Mulgar is over for the week, and it's Alliance's turn. So rather than have it so that both factions can have access to this mount that they should be able to have access to, if it's a mount that can actually help you in the game and you can buy it, I don't know why you have to wait a week to get it. That seems dumb to me. Just because I was unlucky that I was on the wrong side of the week. So I had to go all the way through, apart from Grongol from STV, swim up to Westfall, and then make my way. And then I saw the Defias Messenger, and for nostalgia's sake, I wanted to kill the Defias Messenger so I could see what it dropped as a Horde player, because I've only ever killed it as an Alliance player. But what ended up happening is I got this ability put on my character, this debuff called Stun Forever, so I couldn't move my character, and then after 5 seconds it spawned 3 level 60 elite mobs, which it definitely doesn't do in the original game. And they killed me, and I'm a hardcore player, so I lost my character because that was it. You get 1 life. That was 1 life, 1 death. It was over because of something that I couldn't have possibly known about. So that was pretty bullshit. Let's be honest. That was a really bullshitty way to die. Oh my god! Okay. Well, we don't have to worry about leaking just 1 life. Yeah, I know these anti-air towers are only 8 gold, so obviously they're not going to have that much impact on the air levels. But they're the only thing that's efficient. I'll show you the spreadsheet if I'm successful with this afterwards, and you'll understand why I haven't really upgraded towers.
But why doesn't he just upgrade the towers? Are they not that much worse than, or are they okay? Why is he not doing it? I don't understand.
There's a good reason why I don't do certain things, but I don't always necessarily explain it. Alright, here we go. Flamethrower tower, plus 15 damage. Let's go. Let's give him a bit more of a boost. So I'm going to whack off the tech center first. And select the attack upgrade. Wait, that's to the magician. Yes. No, the magician builder. Oh, yeah, that's the spell that does AoE damage. Okay, I can get that. But anyway, for now, I'm going to go with the damage aura, just so we can see whether these things work and stack over time. Oh! Big old tag. Oh, look at that cheeky smile. That's a pig. Well, if my builders aren't doing anything, I'll just make more cheap anti-air for now. You really just can't go wrong with doing that, to be frank with you. Can I be frank? Because worst case scenario, you just sell it all if you absolutely need it, but we don't know how strong the air levels get, really. So if we do this, we keep our builders busy if they're not doing anything otherwise, because the build time is always stupidly long in this. Job's done. I'd say that should cover your bases a little bit for anti-air. Could have a few more poison towers there. Just to make sure they actually stay poisoned. Right. Okay, so we should have the upgrade complete. So that's plus 60 now. So let's see if the damage increaser actually works. Gives to knowledge to gain damage increaser to Arcane Observatory. So then you can get this upgrade, which is 20% bonus damage to their ranged attacks. Here come the blue land dragons. Galaxy protectors. Look at the damage that flame tower does. Actually has some significance. It's amazing to see something have some significance. This is like Poison Valley, this is. Yeah, look how long it takes to build all of this. This is why you need several builders doing it as well. Set it up and then have your other builders assigned to take care of business. So we should have the damage increaser now. So that's plus 90, so that did work. So the only other thing to maybe try out is the Magician building, which is 400 gold, which is a lot really, because it gives a 25% damage bonus, but I don't think that's worth it until you've got several flamethrowers, really. May as well just use half that gold, double it. Sorry, double that gold and just get another flamethrower tower. For a full 100% more damage. This guy looks like he's gonna leak. If I was to be a betting man, because you don't normally see mobs going this way. What do you think? Do you think he's gonna leak? Do you think he's gonna do it? I think he's gonna do it, and I don't think we can realistically stop him. Wait, there's two of them. Oh my god. How am I not killing these? It's because I don't have enough flamethrowers. To be fair, you do get to a point in this where the mobs get stronger than what you actually can build. But it lasts for a bit. But I should be able to get back on track once I get 2 or maybe 3 flamethrower towers. Should. We shall see. I assume I've got enough anti-air for this. I mean, with all of that built, we should be pretty much comfy now for anti-air. So there I can go back to flamethrower towers. Yeah, if someone wants to try doing this with 100% lives, you can do. You can probably use the enemy mazes. So if they go in another point where the enemy would maze, it starts going on that journey. So you can manipulate mobs, but I'm not doing that. You can also juggle them. I'm not doing that either. Sweet. Yeah, that's definitely seeming like a bit more anti-air now. That feels good. It's plus 75. Wasn't that plus 90 before? Have you changed your mind or something? Oh, it must be the buff from this. Yes. Yes. We don't bother with the minus armor tower. Because it only lasts for 20 seconds and the mobs are all over the place. So it's another fortified level. Do some good damage, but by the time they get round to all these other bits, like you saw the mountain giants, like you get the next level start, and then you're fighting that one whilst this one's going on. Yeah, I know. I would get another flamethrower. I'd like to show off the other ones, although they do suck. There's one that's got kind of like a global range, so it's good from that perspective, but it sucks otherwise. I wouldn't say it's even global. It's 2,500, which isn't... It's not bad. It's certainly very good. But it's 1,500 gold. Why are you not getting strong towers while you're waiting? What, like a few more superior throwers? Yeah, I could do that. There's no reason why I couldn't just chuck a few more superior throwers. Just in the meantime. It's the Destroyer. On the bright side, there's not so many of these, so it shouldn't be too hard to get overwhelmed. Can you handle the Destroyer? I think he's invis, so we won't see him for a while. Just build another one of those so I can more safely get rid of that. Ah. Mumlai. 66% the old damage reduction. Getting close to where I just get killed and it's all over anyway. I haven't actually built a magician tower yet. Any magicians in chat? Let's sell the... I'm going to replace... I know, I just want to make sure I've got enough of those. Can't go wrong. Do these have immolation? Yeah, they got disease cloud. So what were they attacking? What town was under attack? Oh, it's just that. Time for the second flamethrower, Tower of Truth.
What is it? Right, more work. All right. Yes,
I might actually set up some more NDO.
all right. Our town is under siege. Right, off I go then. Yes, my lord. Off I go then. All right. Right, what? Off I go then. All right. More work.
Because there's got to be another air level coming at some point. Second flamethrower almost up. I think it's taken me a bit longer to get the second flamethrower tower. Probably because I built all this anti-air. Grizzly bars.
Job's done. Job's done. Our town is under siege. Job's done.
It's a nice touch with that tornado. Sorry. Right, double flamethrower. Oh yeah, look at that. Definitely more impactful now.
Our town is under siege. What is it? Yes, my lord. Our town is under siege. Yes, my lord. Off I go then. Right. Right. Off I go then. Yes, my lord. All right. Yes, my lord. All right. Right. Off I go then. What is it? Yes, my lord. Off I go then. Right. All right.
Oh, it's air time. This air's not looking as bad as the previous one, though. Or the one before that one. So yeah, it's kind of like most times where you have like an air level. Sometimes it's much harder than the previous one you ever fought, and then suddenly you get a couple of easy levels. Easy air levels. Although having said that, they're still making their way. I'm setting up some more poison so they can be slowed whilst they're going around. There's no way I haven't got enough anti-air there. Just no way I haven't got enough anti-air. I could sell all of these and get one Magna Tower, because the Magna Tower, theoretically, I've never tried it before, but it has really good damage for its cost. More than the small air tower does. But each of these is 8 gold, so that's like... Think of that as... I know it's 12, but think of that as like... 80 gold, isn't it? 80... Or just think of it as 100 gold, yeah. 100 gold, 200 gold, 300 gold, 400 gold, 500... Even if I sold all of those, I still wouldn't have enough for one Magna Tower. I'd have to sell every single thing. I don't think the Magna Tower can attack ground. These don't attack ground. I'd probably rather just get another flamethrower tower in a moment, because it'll be a while to the next air level. Here comes the Shredder. Shredder's got nothing. Plus 8 gold there, that's pretty big. Oh yeah, look at that gold rising. Anything else you want to sell? got another one there, but just to make sure I can see the invis. Doesn't hurt. Level 39. Next air is 33. 43, sorry. Then 48. I think it goes up to 51 levels, isn't it? 50 levels. So once you've got the Magna Tower, then you can sell that more easily because it would just be one thing to sell. Alright. The level. Oh, almost. Oh, big old. Oh boy. Yeah, Chimpy, is there a specific video he has about cracking knees then? Because I don't think it's something you can fix really. I could probably make the knees stronger, but it's hard to do when every single time you even slightly bend them they crack. It's horrible. So it puts you off. Plus, not to mention it doesn't feel nice. Jank knees. When's that air level? I could risk it and sell all of these. Yeah, it's next. Oh, it's a couple levels, so we should be okay. Alright, let's find out. Let's make sure it's not flying. So yeah, this you could do bonus damage to with the magic tower, or you could just build these, which is pretty good as well. Now I've managed to catch up with the strength of the mobs. All my hard work. Hey, a couple of them made it. Breaking or cracking knees often come from a weakness, tightness in muscles, ligaments. Yeah, I see. Well, have you got like a specific video of his because he's got loads of videos on his channel. I don't know if I've got time to browse through all of it at the moment, but one that might address it. And I can always add that to my favourites. Oh, it's the invisible Maxifs. Watch out. Look at that, 1300 gold. It's time. Let's build the Magna Tower. So it should be able to get hit from this range. See if that can even get built before the next level starts. It's looking promising. Hello. So this is going to replace all of my spam of the tier 1 anti-air tower. It's okay to have a few of these because of this. You may as well just get the mana regeneration at this point. It's not much cost. It's 20 gold for a bit of mana regeneration for these, so they can buff up these towers, so they make sure they're doing an extra 10% damage or something. There's the Magician's box as well, which I might end up building. Look at this. This is the one. I've never seen this. 1500 range, so that should be good enough to reach all the way around. So we're going to see whether this is actually good or not, or whether I leak all my lives. But theoretically, the numbers suggested that it is good. The radius of the auras on this is actually really big. As long as you build it like here, it'll reach. It's in your 2 videos, he's pretty quick and good at explaining. Sure. Here we go. Okay, it's got a really jank attack, but it is working. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. It's doing like 300 damage a hit. But it is slowly leaking. The mobs are getting further and further. So be cautious of that. It's good. Good enough, at least for this level. So maybe the next level I build 2 of them. Kind of like the way it goes right up and then heads to its location. Got a bit of a delay to its attack. I wonder if I should bother with the Frost Tower now at this point. There's not too much cost at the end of it, but from what I remember, it's absolutely awful. Why not have a 4th flamethrower tower? Why not? Do neck stretches. Neck stretches. Stretch your neck. Yeah, Frost Tower for the air. Maybe. It's 50 gold for the upgrade, which is a lot at the start. That's 30 gold, but it's then, yeah, it costs 50 gold for the tower, so. Let's give it a go. Because we're doing quite well now. These are some really tanky towers. 5 different armor types. Well, I normally only ever see 4. Oh no, wait, the 5th one is the air one. Because it's got like a hero armor type, but anti-air does like hero damage or something. I was just wondering when it's going to have like divine armor on the last level or not. I could always sell everything though and get a couple of chaos. I don't know. One of these has to do chaos at the end here. That sounds like pierce. That sounds like magic. Shoots fire. Normal. Siege. So yeah, he has to be the chaos maybe. Every type of armor, then it is. Hey, welcome to the stream, Jawad. Still hoping that tornado does damage. Oh, vengeance is mine. Let's see how vengeance does against 4 magic towers. Actually, surprisingly more tanky than I thought, considering it's magic armor. Because you do like 200% damage if you're hitting it with the right armor type. Okay.
What? Off I go then. Yes, me lord.
Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun. Don't bother with spells. I think some levels were supposed to be immune to spells, but I don't know. Either way, they suck. Ice Tower. The key. Oh man, that's nice. Imagine if the disease cloud, well if it did to be fair, if it did destroy the stones and you just couldn't beat this. Unless you have a maze that's literally just like this big. Then you might be able to keep up with repairing things. She's a big old tanky girl. Here's the ice tower. It's amazing. Prepare to be amazed.
Alright. Job's done.
So 48 should be the next one. So next level should be 46, I think.
Yes, me lord. More work. What? Righto. Off I go then. Yes, me lord. All right. Yes, me lord. Off I go then.
Oh, that slow is actually doing a better job now. So I guess when I practice, I mean it's been a long time since I tried to build a slow tower. But when I used to try it, it seemed awful. So I think at this stage when you've got some really powerful towers, it's way more impactful. It's 46, 47. I don't know if I'll have enough money for another Magna Tower, to be honest. Oh, well, I will if I sell the flamethrowers.
Job's done. Yes, me lord. Off I go then. Right. What is it? More work. Off I go then. Lord. Our town is under.
Uh-oh. It's siege, boys. jank hitbox. These are the fiery ones. They'll end everything. Could sell this flamethrower. It's a bit late now. Put another flamethrower down. Okay, let's get rid of one of those. Get another Magna. I think for argument's sake, just to show you, I can do a thingamajig as well. I can do a merry jig. Tidal Guardian. Provided he doesn't get AoE down. So I can show you that bad boy. Seems like the Frost is a pretty large AoE. It's got a very weird attack. Projectile. Seems targeted, but... Here comes the air. It's the Anvil Dragon. Still waiting for Tidal Guardian.
Our town is under siege.
Let's see what we got. I think 2 Magna Towers has to be enough. Easily. Surely. That looks good. There he is the big lad. Spitting out the sick rhymes. Oh my, the air is actually still kind of getting through. Yep. Yep. I'm not going to interrupt their attacks so they hit more efficiently. Now I might have to. Air's not really getting slow, so I don't think the ice tower can hit air. Because I'm not seeing any slow on the air. Poison definitely works. Sweet. That's the air dealt with, but that was actually quite close, even with 2 Magna Towers. So this guy... You ready for the Magician building? Oh, Infernal Machine. This guy has terrible sort of damage, really, for what he casts. So this guy has attack upgrade, so we get the attack upgrade. And then you can use the mana to basically use the attack upgrade to give 25% bonus damage to nearby buildings every time. Okay, so, from what I can tell, I should be alright to sell these now. Let's get one of the other towers as well, although I might end up leaking. Got the range of this stuff. The buildings are so stupidly large, you can't fit them anywhere. That's an anti-ground one. This one is... I don't know, what is this? particularly effective against normal. So you go roar, and then that'll buff, but not stuff that reaches over there. So it's kind of just anything that's close to it, like here. So that's why the Magician Tower is kind of problematic. But it can buff these ones. Alright, there's our Gorgon Tower. There's our Forgonia Tower, which is also another like attack ground, which is a bit sketchy, to say the least. I've still got 31 life cycle leaks, so more reveal since you got better range. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of reveal, but I don't think you can reach all the way up there. Because you can see these, but he's not attacking. So 2,500 range is good, there you go, now I can reach here, but it's not like godlike range. Still think this is kind of trash, really. For 400 gold, 25% bonus damage is barely worth it. I'm going to try putting the Magician box down here and getting rid of that one. Even then I won't have space for whatever the next building is. Probably not. It's going to be like a Garamith or a Doanix tower. Look at that damage, wow. Wow. You can barely see what these are doing. This one's like chucking some weird ballista. But you can see how kind of pathetic they are. Oh, there he is. It's the Necromancer. He's a big old tanky boy. How are we doing for gold? Don't have any gold. More gold. It's got these little totems you can put down as well. See, that's too big for this area. First world problems. Sell off the Flame Tower. So we can... Garamith Tower can fit in there. That's a Chad. I'm gonna get rid of this trash Magician Tower. I may rebuild it, but I'll just do that so I can start working on the Doanix Tower. And then that's basically all of them. The Energy Tower you don't need to care too much about. It's a small thing. The Magic Book is kind of cool, but yeah. I have to research all the spells for it as well at this point. Got Earthquake, which is kind of good. I think you can get rid of all this.
Yes, me lord.
Oh yeah.
Righto. What is it? All right. Righto. Off I go then. All right. Yes, me lord. All right. Right. Off I go then.
Hey, Valak. Thank you. Let's get the other one.
Can Amazon Prime be beaten?
No, we can't afford it. 900 gold.
What is it?
What a bargain. Oh yeah, I was going to rebuild the boss tower. That's like plus 10 gold. Should we get rid of Forgonia Tower? Because it's kind of done. So what was it? Dominic's tower. Can't build there. Can't build there. Oh no, I already got that one. Oh, I think that is more or less all of it then. Yeah. Oh well, there you go. He's gonna take so long to come around, this guy. Xeniox. 10 out of 10 map, for sure. He's got 250 tall stats, so he's a pretty strong hero. There's the Gareth Myth Tower. This is the one that actually has like 200% faster attack for about 5 seconds or something, which is kind of cool. There's 100 to 820 damage. You don't know how much damage it's going to do. This one's like... If you get one of each. The idea is that you kind of give you like a piercing tower, a normal tower. You gain 10,000 gold, huh? Oh, for fuck's sake, it's done like bonus level. Oh, what the hell is this? Okay, well we know the flamethrower tower is the most efficient one. So we'll just whack that. Do the AoE buff. I kind of need the spell tower, so if I do Earthquake... That'll slow them down a little bit more as well. Yeah, build time is... Here's 10,000 gold. Enjoy like this ridiculously long build time. You get mana regeneration for the book. Although... Let's just sleep the mob. Any of the upgrades don't seem like they're worth it, really. Only got 3 builders. At least this guy doesn't have AoE damage.
Job's done.
I don't know what this is really about, Lifelink. Distributes some of the damage it takes across some other linked units, so maybe that makes Tidal Guardian more useful or something. Where's the other tower? Hang on a second. There he goes. You might be thinking I should build the more of these guys. Oh, never mind. Guess the level that I'm currently on doesn't matter. Huh? Portals have been destroyed. Uh-oh. Alright, this one I don't know if it is copyright strike, so... The other one I don't think is copyright strikes, but this one, there's something coming. Why those humans haven't killed everything. I've been waiting for this. Time to die, Aero. He's gonna kill Aero. No. Gotta protect Aero. I don't think so, Blanktos. Ah, you must die. I need more power, and you shall be my new power. No, no, no! Damn, this is an epic story. The end. Alright, well, there you go. Please try his other games. Mystery of Frieza, The New World, Art of Life, Midnight Rush, Land of the Legends, War of the Kings. So, I don't know what that bonus level was really about. Maybe if you deliberately don't attack the boss and then kill the bonus level. I don't know if something else would happen if you would do that. Then I don't know that. Alright, there you have it. We missed out on that epic music though. I am sorry about that. But this map has been beaten. Aero TD. And all it took was only an hour and 36 minutes. I forgot to include this part where I was going to show the spreadsheet. So I'm trying to put this on the end. But the color blue represents a tower that is okay. The color yellow represents a tower that is very good for its cost. And the color nothing represents that the tower sucks. So small arrow tower is the first one you go for. That's only 2 gold, and for its damage to gold ratio, it's almost 1, so it's 0.83, and as you can see, these are the upgrades that follow for each of these types, so arrow, cannon, air, that sort of thing. And it just gets pretty much worse across the board as you increase the cost that you spend on the tower. So, once again, small cannon tower, we didn't really bother with that, but that's 0.75 at best. With that much splash, which is acceptable, but yeah, the arrow towers are fine instead. The poison tower is a little bit worse than the small arrow tower, but it was a good way to sort of spend 16 gold in one go rather than 2 gold for each arrow tower. And obviously the poison tower you can sort of use to slow down the mobs. Did the arrow tower counter something with their damage type? I mean, everything counters something, right? Piercing, magic, siege, but they only counter what they're attacking, and then the other 4 armor types they don't counter, so you can't really think of it too much about trying to counter specific, because it will all even out in the grand scheme of things, unless like 90% of the levels are siege or fortified. Small air tower, the reason why I built so many of those is because that's a 1.48, which is massive. If you think the arrow tower is good for its cost, and that's not great, is it really? 0.83, but that's great compared to the other stuff that you can build. Well, the air tower, it starts off at 1.48, which is massive. And then it goes, the upgrade halves the amount of damage it does for its cost. So you never upgrade pretty much. Small magic tower, you didn't see me build it, but it starts off on 0.75, and it's okay. But didn't really need it, so didn't bother. Siege tower was 0.63 with 125 splash, so pretty good for its 50 gold cost, but it has a projectile, which means it travels and it doesn't necessarily always land for full damage. So it's not really doing quite 0.63, so it's not that great. And then the upgrades are absolutely abysmal, and it still keeps getting worse. The ice tower, that's why I didn't bother with it really, it was the 0.17, but in the end game when I had like more strong towers, that made the ice tower more worth it. Then we get into the tier 2 towers. Heroes of our time, thank you for the sub. The Skull Tower, Snake Tower.
The mighty spreadsheet has returned.
That tower. Missile Tower. These are awful. They start off on 0.33 or 0.24 or 0.38. That is so bad. The Missile Tower's anti-air only. 0.52. But remember, the Air Tower is 1.48. The only downside is the air tower's only 8 gold, so you have to build a lot of them to kind of make it make sense. But you can do that when you've got several builders, as I was doing. The Superior Thrower, with its whopping 0.41, was the most impressive out of all of these, which is why I actually made it blue. But it's not really blue, it's just the fact that it's a 200 gold tower that you can spend money on whilst you wait to get the more expensive towers in between that can definitely hit its target. Because otherwise you've got to build like 1,000,000 arrow towers or poison towers instead. So, yeah. Magician building, I put it as like a god tier, but I don't know. The real reason was because it had the 25% damage buff to nearby towers, and if you effectively use it, it should really be good for 400 gold in the grand scheme of things, but it really isn't something you even really need that much. The magic box, that's god tier. Arcane laboratory, god tier. Those two basically buffed up passively nearby towers by 30% or 20% more damage, and they're not that expensive in comparison. Book of Magic, I put that as god tier because it gives you some control with the earthquake and stuff like that, but again, it wasn't really something I needed that much. I did utilize it just to show it off, but I didn't need it that much. And then the energy tower seemed kind of trash. The good thing was it was kind of really small, so you could maybe do something with that. Is it supposed to be Necro Tower? Well, it's either supposed to be Necro Tower because the building is actually the Temple of the Damned, where you would build necromancers. Or I thought the guy was Spanish or something, although he does talk about Finnish friends, where in Spain, I'm pretty sure, you know, negro means black. So that's just the color, black. But I don't know. You could look at it from the point of view that it's Black Tower, which isn't racist inherently by itself. It's only racist if you infer the racism behind the potential of it. It's like trying to look for a problem that isn't really there. Tidal Guardian, 0.2. Remember when I said these upgrades were bad? Ultima Cannon, 0.36. Ultima Aero Tower, 0.49. Like, 0.34. This is the big boy. This is your ultimate tower. 1,500 gold from the tier 3 builder, and it's 0.2. The only thing good about it was the fact that it had 2,500 range. The Doenix Tower, that was 0.2, but obviously it gets it boosted a bit because it had a 5-second buff to double its attack speed. The Garamith Tower was just better in general. That was like the Arrow Tower. I'll get to the Flamethrower Tower last. The Gorgon Tower, that was the Siege one. Probably has some splash, so 183 splash, which is pretty good. But 0.27 is not really good enough. Like the Siege Tower is so much better already. But Forgonia Tower was that other weird one. Had a bit of splash to it with the Ballista. And 0.38, which is strangely enough better than the others. But it's a projectile, so it was missing its attacks most of the time. Now the Magna Tower, remember I said about that? The anti-air? That's 2.48. The other anti-air tower, the cheap one, is 1.47 or something. This is 2.48 for its gold cost, so it was okay to make those in the end and scrap the little ones. And of course, the reason why I built the flamethrowers was it cost 800 gold, and for its gold cost, it's actually 3.775. Nothing even comes close to how efficient that is. Because the only other ones that are quite efficient were the anti-air ones. But that is a ground. And it can also hit air. But we're looking at it from the ground perspective because we also had anti-air. There was nothing on the ground that could do anywhere near. Like, it can't even break the 1. And this goes 3.775. So, unless my calculations are off, that is the reason why. I'm not sure if it really did attack as quickly as 0.05, because that does seem like... That's what the numbers said in the world edit. But 0.05 is really, really fast. So it may not have been quite as quick as that. But even if it was, say, 0.5, that would still be 0.37, which would still be better than the other stuff pretty much anyway. But, you don't think it was? We can find out quickly. It might have been 0.5, which would kind of make more sense, because if it was 3.775, it did do really well though, to be fair, when it was fighting mobs. But 3.775 for its cost does sound kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. No, I didn't see it attacking like 20 times a second, that's right. It was more like it attacked 2 times a second or something. So I think I got the number wrong. But I was still satisfied with that because it was an 800 gold tower, which was the cheapest of all of them. And it was pretty good for what it did, especially with the way I positioned the towers. So you go to here, you go to Object Editor, and you go to Flame Tower. Of course it's going to pick the one that isn't the one I'm looking for. There we go, Flame. And attack cooldown, which is located... Yeah, that's why I put the 0.005. It has got like 0.05. So yeah, it's not quite 0.005. So it's 0.05, which would make it... Although that is weird, right? Because if you put it as 0.5, wouldn't that be 2 times a second? So this 0.5, I think the way he's got it here might end up making it attack half the time because there's like an extra 0. But if I was doing... It's only because there's an extra 0 here, because if you took that 0 off, then yeah, 0.005, that was right how I put it down. That's just how he did it. But yeah, even if the 0 doesn't matter afterwards, that should be 20 times a second, right? Because if it attacks 2 times, that's 0.10, and then you can get 10 out of 10, 10 out of 100. So it should be 20 times a second, but I don't remember it attacking 20 times a second. So I think there's something weirdly scuffed about the way that this is working, but... Hey, there you go. That's the math behind it all. So now you know why I built what I built, and that'll do it. Thanks for watching.